Sunday, July 2nd, 10:08 a.m. New York time. Good morning. Going to look at the yields, which reflect the interest rates, as well as currencies, since this is the last trading day of the month and the ending of the second quarter of the year, halfway through the year already. And interest rates have risen often. Look at the higher duration of interest rates, yields, and then go down. So here we're looking at the 30-year yield. On the monthly chart, each candle's a month. Looking here over the past 5 years, 30-year yields. Yeah, last year was the high. This year, tight consolidation on a 30-year yield. Not a big trading range. And the month we ended, tiny little candle, inside candle. Indecision. Technically, looking at this, it'd be interesting if that's going to be a reversal. If we're going to break below that and trend lower, would be pushing pressure to have lower interest rates on the 30-year. Yeah, potential trade idea, because you could do the inverse on TLT. That's a stock ETF. And a trade idea I just shared. Going to the shorter duration, the 10-year yield. Well, it broke out and made a higher high than the prior month. Yep, the trend is up, still in a big consolidation for the year. Again, trading differently. This short-term 10-year yield is trading differently than the 30-year. And still below the high of last year. And look at the 5-year yield. Yep, also broke out, made a higher high, higher low than the prior month, but still in this huge consolidation. And the 2-year yield. Yep, look at that, popped up. So takeaway is the shorter duration yields are the ones that are trending up. In that 30-year, it's an acceleration inside candle. I'll be focusing on this, all of them, paying attention, especially to this one. Going forward, we'll look at the almighty king, US dollar. Yep, the US dollar. Because when the Federal Reserve, the United States Central Bank, changes interest rate, that has an effect, as well as other things, on the price action of the US dollar. We'll look at the US dollar for the ending of the month of June. Inside candle, indecision. First one for this year on the monthly time frame. It's also in this tight consolidation. The dollar is very tight. A lot of volatility. Last year, trending, huge impulse move down. But since this year, the last month of last year, tight consolidation, indecision. Potential breakout to the upside or downside. I'll be watching this closely, see which way we break out, where the next trend may be starting. Again, here, midpoint of this big candle has been acting as a demand zone, buyer stepping in, big wicks. And then here, 50% retracement of that big body. Potential trade idea is already here. Let's look at the major currencies inside the US dollar. The largest weighted one being the euro. No surprise, inside candle also tight consolidation. Again, another trade idea, potential breakout either side. Japanese yen, extremely bearish. The US dollar is knocking it down. Look at that. Higher lows, lower lows. Yen, new low for the year. Big sell-off in the yen. And if you don't know what the yen is, people, that's the Japanese currency. It's called the yen. British pound. Wink, wink. I just gave you the 2 clues. British, United Kingdom, currency, the pound. Green, new high for the year. Big difference in the British, big difference in the Japanese yen. Japanese yen, I said, was the new low for the year, and British pound, new high for the year. Consolidation breakout here. Nice. First, we had the euro. Remember, inside candle, consolidation. Japanese yen trending. British pound trending. Australian dollar. What a big whipsaw. Made a higher high, sold off, went back down here. Closing below 50% of its trading range. Bearish bias there. Yep. First, Canadian dollar. New high for the year. Broke above this consolidation went back down again. Huge consolidation there for the past several months. And Swiss franc, the safe haven currency, one of the three safe haven currencies being the US dollar, Japanese yen, Swiss franc, inside candle, indecision. We're having sellers up here at this high. Still have not been able to take out the high from 2 years ago. Selling pressure up here. Okay, we're in a consolidation here, but potential reversal, potential breakdown here. Let's go to the individual pairs. Look at the pairs against the euro. We already did euro dollar. We'll do euro yen. Euro yen. I'm not surprised. We saw the euro inside candle against the US dollar, but we also saw the yen new low against the dollar. We're here, the pair euro yen, euro new high against the yen. Euro British pound, no surprise, new low. So British pound's doing better than the euro. And look at that. Also testing midpoint of this candle. And a dodgy here, potential reversal. See how that goes. Extend this out. Again, consolidation, impulse move down. This might just go consolidation or break down more. Another opportunity for trading bearish. Look at this data on this currency pair has still never been corrected by the exchange, the market exchange. That hasn't replied back to me. Looking here at the euro Canadian dollar. Yep, consolidation, breakdown. Still a huge trading range here. The buyers have been stepping in here, down this area. So potential reversal, back upside. Euro Swiss franc, inside candle. So we had consolidation here, and the trend going lower. Look at that. Tight trading range down there. That also might be breaking down. And the euro Australian dollar. Wow, finally make that reverse. So last month had that inside candle, that March one, and then June broke below it, lower low, lower high. Big wick, big singles here. Interest tested that mid-range in there. So again, as this is trending down, that's giving strength to the Aussie dollar. But because again, this huge wick, body closed inside that range, the euro came back. So that was the euro pairs. Let's go look at the yen currency pairs. We already did euro dollar. We already did yen dollar, yen euro. Let's start off with the pound yen. No surprise, new high for the pound against the yen. Up strong. Wow. Look at this. For the past, was that 5 years? New high, more than 5 years. Yeah, nice. Looking at the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Huge reversal from last year. There was the high of last year. Sold off the beginning, huge consolidation. So now the Canadian dollar is back up strong, making a new high for the year against the yen. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, two safe haven currencies, and the money is flowing into the Swiss franc, new high for the year. The yen is getting beat down. And two Pacific nations currencies, Australian dollar, Japanese yen, and the Australian dollar doing better. It broke out of the consolidation, pushing and leading against the Japanese yen. And the last currency pairs, the pound. Already did the pound US dollar, pound yen, pound euro. Let's go to the British pound and Canadian dollar. Red for the month, lower low, lower high. So the trend is down. Canadian dollar gaining strength against the British pound, but still in consolidation here in their consolidation. So again, that trend overall is still in favor of British pound. Just do it like that. Swing up or a little bit better. Take it from that low, swing out, up, see if that continuation or if that breaks out. Time will tell. Just identify it. Work a little bit more. Hope I did the hour right. Nope, did the hour wrong. Shame on me. There we go. pound, Swiss franc, two European currencies, and popped up new high for the year. British pound against the Swiss franc. Huge consolidation here since last year. Look at that dodgy up there too, potential reversal. And here we go, the last pair, major pair. British pound, Australian dollar, new high for the year, British pound. So again, we have the British pound being one of the stronger European currencies. And then overall, the dollar, super strong. And the Asian mixed signals, but we definitely see the bearish of the Asian currencies, the yen. So one should be considering again, looking for trading opportunities to trade bearish on the yen, bullish on the pound, bullish on the dollar. Many financial instruments you could do with these, from the stock ETF, the Forex, to the futures, the options. And certainly we see what's going on with the yields. Use caution coming into this month. Yeah, again, we are starting the third quarter of the year. A lot of economic data will be released soon, as well as earnings for companies will help determine policies of central banks worldwide. And many of them in Europe and Asia have continued raising interest rates. They did not pause like the United States.